Good evening. This is Akashvani. I'm Anuja Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates to the nation 3 major infrastructure projects at Kochi in Kerala. Says international ship repair facility in Kochi will propel India as a major ship repair centre in Asia. Indian economy expected to grow at 7.3% in current fiscal, says RBI Governor at World Economic Forum in Davos. Calcutta High Court forms SIT to probe recent attack on ED officials at Sandeshkhali in West Bengal. Around 600 railway stations made Divyangjan friendly under Accessible India campaign. Pakistan expels Iranian ambassador and recalls its envoy from Tehran after yesterday's airstrikes by Iran. And in cricket, final T20 International between India and Afghanistan underway in Bengaluru. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today dedicated to the nation 3 major infrastructure projects of over 4,000 crore rupees at Kochi in Kerala. The projects include a new dry dock facility, international ship repair facility of the Cochin shipyard, an LPG import terminal of the Indian Oil Corporation at Puttuvaipin. Speaking after inauguration, the Prime Minister said international ship repair facility will propel the country as a major centre of ship repair in the entire Asian region and boost development in the southern part of the country. He said reforms carried out in the ports, shipping and inland waterways sector have helped in improving the ease of doing business, reduced turnaround time in ports, surpassing the performance of several developed countries.
केंद्र सरकार समुद्र किनारे बसे कोच्चि जैसे शहरों का सामर्थ्य और बढ़ाने में जुटी है। हम यहाँ के पोर्ट्स की कैपेसिटी को बढ़ाने पर काम कर रहे हैं, पोर्ट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर निवेश कर रहे हैं, सागर माला परियोजना के तहत पोर्ट्स की कनेक्टिविटी बढ़ाई जा रही है। आज यहाँ देश को अपना सबसे बड़ा ड्राई डॉक मिला है। इसके अलावा आज शिप बिल्डिंग, शिप रिपेयरिंग और एलपीजी इंपोर्ट टर्मिनल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का भी लोकार्पण हुआ है।
The Prime Minister also addressed a meeting of the BJP Shakti Kendra in charges at the Marine Drive in Kochi. He said today the world looks upon India as a global friend, and this is evident from the opportunities offered to Indians and the high esteem with which they are regarded in the Gulf countries.
भारत और भारतीयों का गौरव नई बुलंदी पर है। इसका बेहतरीन उदाहरण गल्फ देशों के साथ हमारे संबंध है। आज गल्फ के देशों से भारत के संबंध इतिहास के सबसे मजबूत दौर से गुजर रहे हैं। गल्फ के देशों में भारतीयों का सम्मान भी बढ़ा है, उनके लिए अवसर भी बढ़े हैं और उन्हें सुरक्षा का भरोसा भी मिला है।
The Prime Minister urged the party workers to intensify the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra drive to bring those left out to places where these Sankalp Yatras programs are held. Earlier in the morning, the Prime Minister offered prayers at the famous Sri Krishna temple at Guruvayur in the Thrissur district. India's economy is expected to grow at 7.3% in the current fiscal. This was stated by RBI Governor Shaktikant Das during a chat program at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. Mr. Das added that India's growth momentum will be maintained in the future years.
For the current financial year, RBI's growth projection was 7%. The National Statistics Office has said 7.3%. So in fact, when we said 7% for current year, there are a lot of opinions outside that RBI was over-projecting. But in actuality, the National Statistics Office, which has a lot more data, has said 7.3% for current year. And for next year, the financial year 24-25, India's GDP growth will touch 7%.
In the chat, which was organized by Invest India, the RBI Governor said that inflation has come under control and is within the band of 2% to 6%, adding that the central bank remains fully committed to bring it down to the target of 4%. Mr. Das said India has embarked on the internationalization of rupee because dependence on one currency for global trade is risky and subjected the economy to the currency volatility. He said India's efforts towards globalizing the rupee are not intended to replace the dollar. The Calcutta High Court has formed a joint special investigation team, SIT, to probe into the recent attack on Enforcement Directorate officials at Sandeshkhali in North 24 Parganas district of West Bengal. High Court Justice Joy Sengupta today gave the order to form the SIT. The entire investigation will be done under the supervision of the court. The court has ordered that by tomorrow, all the case-related documents be handed over to the SIT. The SIT will submit its report next month on the 12th of February. On the 5th of this month, a team of ED was attacked by the followers of Shah Jahan Sheikh, a local leader and Karmadhyaksha of Zilla Parishad of the ruling All India Trinamool Congress. Shah Jahan Sheikh has not been arrested till now. The government has cancelled the Foreign Contribution Regulation Act FCRA registration certificate of Centre for Policy Research for violation of laws. Sources in the Home Ministry said that Centre for Policy Research CPR has diverted foreign donation to non-FCRA entity to fund protests and legal battles against development projects. It said CPR has misutilized foreign contribution and used foreign funds to affect India's economic interests in violation of FCRA 2010. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. 597 railway stations have been made Divyangjan friendly under the Accessible India campaign. The Railway Ministry said the government is committed to make railway stations and trains accessible for Divyangjans. To facilitate easy movement of elderly, sick and Divyangjans, lifts and escalators are being provided at stations. The ministry said more than 1,200 escalators have been provided at 372 stations up till December last year. Over 1.03 lakh crore rupee investment have been made in production-linked incentive PLI schemes till November 2023. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi today, Additional Secretary, Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, Rajiv Thakur said PLI schemes led to the production and sales of nearly 8.6 lakh crores and an employment generation of over 6.7 lakhs, with significant contributions from the large-scale electronics manufacturing, pharmaceuticals and food processing sectors. The schemes have witnessed exports surpassing 3.2 lakh crore rupees. Home and Cooperation Minister Amit Shah has said the government will ensure that cooperative sector makes a big contribution to India's $5 trillion economy goal. He was speaking after inaugurating the new building of the Office of the Central Registrar of Cooperative Societies Office at World Trade Center in New Delhi today. The Home Minister said after the establishment of the Cooperation Ministry, the cooperative societies are being strengthened and the rural economy is getting connected with modern technologies.
सहकारिता मंत्रालय बनने के 2 साल के बाद मल्टी स्टेट कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी एक्ट में 98 संशोधन के हिसाब से सारे परिवर्तन कर दिए गए हैं। समय के साथ साथ कोऑपरेटिव सोसाइटी के चलाने में कई प्रकार के विसंगतियां भी आई थी, कई प्रकार के दूषण भी आए थे। वो विसंगतियों को दूर करने के लिए कानून 2023 में बनाकर एक मजबूत खाका पारदर्शी सहकारिता बनाने का काम किया है।
Union Minister of State for Science and Technology Dr. Jitendra Singh has said that the rising rate of private investment in the science and technology sector is an encouraging sign for the industry and a greater research. Dr. Singh was addressing the inaugural session of the 9th India International Science Festival 2023 at Faridabad in Haryana today. He said the industry's growing faith in government's efforts brought investments of over 1,000 crore rupees in science and tech startups last year.
India International Science Festival is also going to provide us an opportunity of public outreach so that the stakeholders, those who are benefited from these technological innovations, get to know what all is available now. And gone are the days when India used to wait for taking a lead from others. Now India is leading the others, and therefore our focus is also on the young scientific minds who are going to nurture, harness science technology over the next 20-25 years and going to be the architects of India 2047.
The 4-day India International Science Festival has the theme of science and technology-driven Nav Bharat in Amritkal. Over 15 crore people have participated in Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra in just 2 months, covering 2.21 lakh Gram Panchayats and 9,541 urban locations. The yatra was launched by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in November 15th, 2023, aimed at ensuring 100% of saturation of government schemes across the nation. According to the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, as of the 17th of January 2024, over 4 crore people have been screened in health camps. There are over 38 lakh registrations on My Bharat, and more than 2 crore Ayushman Bharat health cards have been issued to ensure accessible healthcare for all. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with the beneficiaries of the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra through video conferencing tomorrow. He will also address the gathering on the occasion. Thousands of beneficiaries of Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra from across the country will join the event. Pakistan has recalled its ambassador from Iran and expelled Iranian ambassador a day after Iran launched airstrikes on its territory. Pakistan's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch today said that Iranian ambassador, who is currently visiting Tehran, will not be allowed to come back. She said yesterday's airspace violation had resulted in the death of 2 children. The Pakistan also suspended all high-level visits, ongoing or planned, between the 2 countries. Earlier, the Iranian state media said missiles targeted 2 bases of Jaish al-Adl, a Sunni terrorist group in the border town of Panjgur in Pakistan's Balochistan province. Jaish al-Adl has previously mounted attacks on Iranian security forces in the border area with Pakistan. Qatar has said that Israel and Hamas have reached an agreement to allow medicines to be delivered to Israeli captives held in the Gaza Strip and for aid to be transported to residents in the besieged Palestinian territory. Qatar's foreign ministry said in a statement yesterday that the deal will see humanitarian aid delivered to civilians in Gaza in exchange for the delivery of medication to Israeli captives held by Hamas. In Germany, heavy snowfall and freezing rain have led to the cancellation of hundreds of flights and trains, crashes on icy roads, and school closures across the country. Local media reported that at Germany's biggest Frankfurt airport, more than 500 flights were cancelled, while in Munich, more than 250 arrivals and departures were cancelled. The German Weather Service issued its second most severe cold weather warning for all the southern and its highest possible alert level for a spit of land around Saarbrücken on the French border. Benchmark equity indices tumbled over 2% today amid negative global sentiments. Sensex nosedived by over 1,600 points, marking its biggest single-day slide in more than 18 months. A report from the business desk.
The Sensex plunged 1,628 points to close at 71,501, and the Nifty also declined 460 points to finish at 21,572. In the forex market, the Indian rupee today ended at 83 rupees and 14 paise against the US dollar. And in the intraday trade, Brent crude was trading at $77.13 per barrel when reports last came in. Nishit Kumar for Akashwani News.
In cricket, the third and final T20 International between India and Afghanistan is underway at M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru. Batting first, the hosts set a target of 213 runs. In reply, Afghanistan were 25 for no loss in 2.5 overs when reports last came in. Earlier, India scored 212 runs for 4 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates to the nation 3 major infrastructure projects at Kochi in Kerala, says international ship repair facility in Kochi will propel India as a major ship repair centre in Asia. Indian economy expected to grow at 7.3% in current fiscal, says RBI Governor at World Economic Forum in Davos. Calcutta High Court forms SIT to probe recent attack on ED officials at Sandeshkhali in West Bengal. Pakistan expels Iranian ambassador and recalls its envoy from Tehran after yesterday's airstrikes by Iran. That is